You ever heard of the Midnight Channel?
Yeah, I've got a poster of it right back here.
Domino might have been on that Midnight Channel before she died too.
Right, the artwork looks great. Oh wow, this does look really good. I was a little bit skeptical whenever they first showed off it, because they showed it off like very early. Ooh, that is a very interesting whatchamacallit, interface. Taking very big inspiration from Persona 5 and Persona 4 or Persona 3 remake.
Doesn't it sound cool?
Someone had to see that. I'm glad it was you.
Was that supposed to be him?
Can you let Yosuke be gay this time, please?
I hate you, sneaky, stupid bully jerk! I can't wait!
So,
Nanako!
Really? So neat!
Rize!
come on, don't call
Sanji!
me that.
All
Naruto was in there
shadows were
somewhere.
originally born from humans.
Well, then that means Senpai got killed by her other self.
No! Get out of here! Don't look at me! Does that mean you're just gonna stuff me back in your head and pretend I'm not Ria? I can't.
And they're putting that Persona 5 money earned over the years for to good use.
All right.
Tom Pass, okay.
Also gotta catch whoever's tossing people in here.
I think I'd like to help too. I'm not running away from this.
What did that say? Did that say 4 more?
No problem taking down shadows. It's over.
So yeah, I'll be counting on you, partner. Then let's team up and catch this jerk.
A 4 more is fucking crazy. I must have misseen that. Nice. February. Nice. Very nice. Oh, hold on. Gotta take another drink. For those that are missing context, I've been taking a drink every time they say to play Day 1 on Game Pass. I'm now like 3 or 4 drinks in. This was probably a bad idea. I want to go back and look at some stuff.
I think I'd like to.
Okay, so once they start showing like the combat stuff, I don't know what this gauge on the right is. This is probably a new mechanic. But what I was gonna say is that like Persona 4 is kind of like a sleeper hit for me, because every time every time like I'm like, because Persona I played a little bit of Persona 3, then I kind of dropped it, and Persona 5 was the one I like actually like sat down and played through like for real, and then I went back and did all the others. Man, Persona like 4, it's got some problems, but what it does right, it does so well. And granted, kind of like all the Persona games are like that, but it is kind of an interesting thing of like where like Persona 5 and Persona 3 stand like so high up in my mind, and then I'll think back, like Persona 4 doesn't immediately jump up to that level, but then when I stop and like think about Persona 4 and like some of the themes and some of the stuff it's doing, like it kind of like it surprises, like it surprises me when I think about it, of like, oh yeah, no, there was a lot of really good shit in this one.
Means that we also gotta catch whoever's tossing people in here.
I think I'd like to help too. I'm not.
Oh, that does say 4 more. Well, goddamn. That's really funny because I was talking to a friend of mine, the same friend that's gonna be really crazy about Fable. I was saying that it's like, yeah, like Persona 3 Reload, like I have some like nitpicks and I have some like stuff going on with it. It's easy, like they kind of like added a lot of quality of life stuff, and they added like a lot of like a number of mechanics that are really cool, but they also make the game like way easier than like the original. But regardless.
Running away from this. And I have no problem taking down shadows. It's over.
So yeah.
And I wonder if these are kind of the finishing moves that they introduced in Persona 3 Royale, the same kind, where it's like each character has like their own unique. Maybe that's what that bar on the right hand side was. Is like it's like because in Persona 3 Reload, characters that like act in accordance to a certain way, like they do status effects, or they tank damage, or they buff themselves, or this or that, or they heal others. They'll build up a gauge, and whenever that gauge is full, you're able to do like a super move. That's kind of cinematic like this. So I wonder if that's the same. Maybe that's a similar integration. But I am happy with that release date. That is a release date that is well far enough away that it's not crowded with all the other shit trying to come out in mid-September to mid-October. Oh shit, okay, yeah, Atlas. So this is their Persona 6 teaser. Okay, a lot of graves. I was gonna say, does that? I thought that one kind of in the bottom right was like somebody like kneeling at a grave. So, graves, death, underworld. Persona 3 played with that a lot. A tree, particularly large. Ooh. Interesting. That feels a lot closer to the older Persona games. But yes, I can play it day one with Game Pass.